All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
No. All 52. Go.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
They go play action here on first down. And that's complete to Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Here we go. Like 20! Hey,
let's go.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
Here we go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And cuts out right sideline. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Throwing on first down is Allen. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
A give, Singletary right side. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Check. Lucky.
Pass 85.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Let's get it.
The 43-yard line.
Try a little trickery here on the end around. And an alley to run. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny? When we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To punt on 4th down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time and a Bills 1st down.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here's Allen to throw it. He finds his target, John Brown. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Allen. Well, the pressure gets to him again. Gerald McCoy providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. Well, I think you can go ahead and give your punter an assist on that one. Pinned him deep, and the defense comes through with 2 points.
You're exactly right, partner. This was all set up by a great punt. And if the ball goes in the end zone, this never happens. So great call. Give the punt team and the punter some love.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. On first down, Allen completes it to Aguilar. Brought down, but after we saw a flashy little move, stopped short of the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen, and this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. Garoppolo now, first down throw. That's complete to Marlon Mack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Garoppolo in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Looking to throw, Garoppolo into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Check 53's Mike. Run.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And John Brown's got it complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to...
That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Indy. 56 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. In his own end zone, it's Allen. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fielded at the 33. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Shaq Lawson in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And he's got his man Hilton. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Garoppolo. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. Garoppolo now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. This is Mack on the counter. And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Now that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
General West.
On the ground, it's Singletary. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
What's that? Check mark 50. Mike is a 50. Check mark 50. Tight. What's that?
And now they'll throw with Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Ebron with it over the middle.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Shoving his way inside and he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Eric Ebron, 89 yards. as his guys are back within a single score. The PAT good. It would draw him closer, but hold on just a second. A flag is down on the field. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Alert! Five!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Let's go, D. Let's go.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now a run with Singletary. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The throw over the middle taken in. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Allen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check 52.
Here's Singletary. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Alert!
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
The Bills on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Allen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty. And it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He completes this one to Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Garoppolo now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Set hut.
Garoppolo again. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. Johnson was the intended receiver. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense. They received a gift. That takeaway, even though they're deep in their own territory, now they have the football. And you know there's always that alpha on defense, that grouchy guy. Forget what the coaches said. I'll guarantee you, he told the quarterback, we just took care of you. Now you take care of us.
Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
58 to Mike. Let's go.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. I'm scared.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. 58 right there.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to be met at about the 43. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings
Hey,
up
gun.
2nd and 7 at the Bills' 43-yard line.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Know your job. 21.
Garoppolo to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Ed Oliver in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
21. Here we go.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Bills are going to win the football game. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. They will run with Singletary. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Watch the curve.
To throw is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Allen. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead. You've got to protect it. And he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. Got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Garoppolo. He finds his man Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Target! 21. Go ahead. Stay hot!
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bills, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Colts, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.